He will soon be after Micro Kenobi. I'm sure of it. Hello there, Star Wars fans, and welcome back to another RebelScum.com video review. Today, we are reviewing the new Micro Galaxy Squadron Sith Infiltrator, Darth Maul's personal ship in Star Wars The Phantom Menace, the Scimitar. This is something I've been looking forward to in the MGS line since it started, because overall, Jazzwares has been making some pretty incredible vehicles in this line. And this one is also really awesome, has some really cool features, and I just can't wait to get into this one. Plus, it comes with the Qui-Gon Jinn we needed for our bongo. So, our bongo will now have a full crew. It'll have Jar Jar, Obi-Wan, and Qui-Gon together. They had to split up Qui-Gon for I don't know what reason, but he comes with Darth Maul here. So, here they are in the packaging. Nice open window there. Right there. Whoop, focus. Right there, you can see Qui-Gon, Maul, and they reissued Bloodfin, Maul's speeder bike, with this release as well, because if you look right there, it stores inside the Scimitar. It also has opening wings, the rear hatch opens, the cockpit and crew area is up top. There's that hologram image, there's the little collectible card you can cut out. On the side, we have a picture of the Scimitar flying over what I assume is Tatooine, based off the look of it. On this side, it says, hey, don't forget, there's a piece you have to assemble. You got to put the nose of the Scimitar on the Scimitar, and there is the Scimitar as well. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. And here is the Sith Infiltrator out of the packaging. And it looks nice. You've got landing gear so that it stands upright when you have it landed. The color on it's really good, very screen accurate in color. I like that we've got the translucent red viewport there with the translucent red sunroof right there, or moonroof, whatever you want to call it. You get to see either the sun or the moon depending if it's day or nighttime. And if you come over here to the back, you've got the two engines here, which are that nice glowy teal color. The wings have a nice ratchet, and they open and close. There it goes. The first time I opened its wings, I thought I was going to break it, because it's got some really deep ratchets, and there's some loud snapping sounds when you do them, so it looks so cool with those nice rounded wings. And then there's the inner part of those radiator panels. The rear hatch does open. Now, it's not quite tall enough for you to fit a whole Mini inside of, but you can lower the ramp on the inside, which I like. It's also not quite tall enough for you to slide Bloodfin in and out of, but what you can do is you can open up this top compartment right here, and inside there is a slot perfectly shaped right here for his speeder bike, Bloodfin. And you also get to see some of these really cool inner mechanical bits and panels on the Scimitar. And on the back, you can also open up the rear hatch. And inside, you get to see all of that inner detail. There's the pilot seat, which he sits pretty high up. You've got 5 passenger seats on the inside. I assume this is some kind of communicator pedestal right here for receiving messages from the Emperor or whoever else might be in communication with the operative using this ship at the time. In fact, Maul wasn't the only one to use this vehicle. Dooku used it. I think Savage used it at least once under Dooku's watch. It got used from other characters, and then even in the Empire era in the comics, this vehicle saw use, as it was at one point stored in Sidious's vaults and then stolen. So, pretty cool life for this ship right here. And here is that carded, bubbled Darth Maul and Qui-Gon, which is going in our bongo, with Bloodfin right here. And it's funny, this had an interesting shape that fit like a jigsaw puzzle piece in the bubble of the packaging. I actually kind of liked that. It was kind of fun taking it out, not going to lie. But let's go ahead and get these guys out. And the Maul we get is very similar to the one that came in the Series 1 Scout Class Mystery Mini Pack with Bloodfin, except it has this outer robe that he had in the Phantom Menace, which is removable, which is kind of funny to me, because I like this accessory. It's a cool accessory for Maul, but in all of the conversations I've had with Jazzwares, and specifically about minis and asking for more minis more than anything else, they always say their vehicle first, and then they add minis, or as many appropriate minis they think to go with them. But then they went out of their way to make a removable robe for their mini Maul, and a removable jetpack for Boba and Jango Fett with the Slave One. So I just think that's kind of funny and interesting when they're shipped first and they don't care about minis, but sometimes they care about minis. And when they do, we get some really cool details. So I guess this is a long-winded way of saying, Jazzwares, I like what you're doing when you do cool stuff with the minis. Please, keep doing more cool stuff with the minis like this. This is awesome. Darth Maul also has some really cool detail. He still has his lightsaber hilt printed on his leg. It's also molded there. You have some face sculpt detail there, mostly just painted red. It's kind of hard to get those lines. I get it on a figure this small. And he does have little horn bits there too. It's very faint, but they are molded on there. Next, we have Qui-Gon. And Qui-Gon also has his lightsaber hilt molded onto his belt and painted silver. It looks good. He's got his little boots. He's got the long hair. He's got the top knot here. And now it's time for him to go into the bongo. So let's open this up. He sat in the middle seat in the Phantom Menace when they rode in the bongo. So there we go. And finally, that is so satisfying. The bongo is now complete, thanks to the release of the Sith Infiltrator. I would have liked to have gotten a Qui-Gon in the bongo, hence my rant about, Jazzwares being figures first and vehicles second. But it's still nice that we got him, even if it was with another vehicle release. And we get a new Bloodfin. You've got the beige colored seats. It's got this more gunmetal gray color, even though it's supposed to be more of a tan color. At least it was in the Phantom Menace. And then you've got this brown paneling detail on both sides as well to give it a little bit more color. It does come with one of those little scout stands. So just line up the slot, put it on there, and then you can take your Darth Maul and have him ride his speeder, which looks really cool. Or for when he needs to put it away and take off, you can take this speeder right here and store it right inside the scimitar. So just line up the hole. It will fit right inside. It is shaped to fit. And then put that panel on, and it's like it was never even there. And then you take your Maul. Gonna have to make him sit just a little bit, angle it like that, and there is your Maul inside the Sith Infiltrator in the scimitar. Close that up. And he's ready to hunt down Jedi. Guys, Thank you so much for tuning in to today's review featuring the new Micro Galaxy Squadron Sith Infiltrator just in time for the 25th anniversary of Star Wars The Phantom Menace. What did you think of this vehicle overall? Did you think it was quite big enough, or do you think that it was pretty much perfect? Personally, I feel as though it's not quite as large as it should be, as we got to see some of the scaling is a little off, specifically with the rear hatch over here and how the cargo hold is supposed to be a little bit larger and how the blood fin speeder is supposed to just slide right up into that rear hatch, and you should also be able to fully stand them all inside of there. So I will have to say, while this is, in my opinion, the best Sith Infiltrator toy we have up to date, it's still lacking in just a few teeny tiny details, most specifically scale. But other than that, she's really awesome, and I definitely recommend you pick her up, especially if you want to complete your bongo and have the Qui-Gon minifig in there with Jar Jar and Obi-Wan, because I know I certainly did. And even if that's not the reason, she's still totally worth it. Like and subscribe, follow us on social media, and stay tuned for more Micro Galaxy Squadron reviews, as well as toy news and other fan content. And don't forget to check the main website daily in addition to that. Check out our sister website, CoolToyReview.com, where we cover all kinds of awesome non-Star Wars toy news, reviews, and more. And like and subscribe to the Cool Toy Review YouTube channel and social media channels as well. If you're looking for a fun event to attend, check out Rebel ScumCon. Year 2 is coming up August 8th through the 10th, 2025 at the Frisco Conference Center. For more info and to keep up with updates, go to RebelScumConventions.com. That's RebelScumConventions.com, and make sure you're following all Rebel ScumCon official social media channels where you can keep up with your news that way instead. And if you're looking for all kinds of cool Star Wars toys, collectibles, and other merch, check out Order 66 Toys. They're online only now, going live every Friday night on the Order 66 Toys Facebook page at 7 p.m. Central Time, and they ship all around the world. And last but not least, don't forget to mark off all kinds of cool toys and collectibles in your collection, and collectibles you'd like to have in your collection. Share those lists with friends, family, and social media alike. And CollectorsOracle.com is 100% free to use. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. And may the Force be with all of you, you Rebel Scum.